Strings are basically just sequences of characters. So if we have a string, and we'll just call this first string because I'll be using a first and a second string in these later exercises. So first string, and we can set that equal to hello. And then we can have a second string and set that equal to world. So in this first thing that I'll show you, which is called concatenation, it's basically just adding first strings. So if we have first string plus the second string, then we can make a third string. So that'll be first string plus second string, and that will give us hello world. We can also concatenate strings that aren't declared. So if we just have a string of this space, then we can put a space between hello and world. So when we print out our third string, we should get hello space world. So let's see this in action. And there it is. We have our hello world concatenated third string. So now let's see this method called index of. And this returns the index of a specific character or phrase that you want to find. So let's say that we want to find the index of h in our first string. So we can print out index of, that should actually be first string dot index of, and then what goes in these parentheses of index of is going to be what you're searching for. So let's say that we're looking for h. And so that's going to return 0 because the indexes start at 0. So this would be index 0, and then here at E, that would be index 1. So it starts at 0 and then it goes up from there. And with the second string, W would be at index 0, and O would be at index 1, and R would be at index 2, and on and on and on. Index of is a method of string, and you can use it to find whatever character that you're looking for. So again, this is going to print out 0. You can also put in more than one character. So if you're looking for he in the first string, that will also return us position 0 because it starts at position 0. And there it is. Okay, so the next thing that we'll go over is substring, and that will give us a part of the string. So again, if we use the first string and we call the substring method on it, we're going to have to put integers in as parameters for this method now. And so we can either give it one integer or two integers as its parameter. And I'll show you cases of both in this video. So let's just start out with, 2. So what we're asking the computer to do here is return a part of the first string starting from the second index. So remember, we said this is index 0 and this is index 1. At index 2, it's going to return to us the rest of the string. So that will be LLO. And so if we run this and print it, we see that it gives us LLO. Like I said before, you can also put two integers as parameters to this method. So if you want it to stop early, let's say 2, 3, then the first number is going to be the index that you're starting at, but the second number is the index that you're stopping at. Okay, so you do not include whatever is the second index that you pass in. So do not include the second integer. Like I said before, it does start at index 2 rather, so it will return the L, but it will not return the second L, which is at index 3. Because remember, the second integer is the first number that you're stopping at. So the first integer that you pass in is the first one that is included. The second integer is the first one that you don't include. So, wow, I typed that really weirdly. Let's run this, and you'll see that it returns just L. But if we change this to 4, then whatever is at the fourth index, which is this O, will not be included. So this will return LL. And there you go. So the last method we'll look at today is the char@at method. And it's basically the substring method, except you're going to just ask for one character. So let's print out the character at index 1 of the first string. So looking at this, we'll see that at index 0 we have an H, and at index 1 we have an E. So what this will print out is an E. So let's run it and see if it actually worked. Oh, oops, I actually put in the substring. So that should be the char@at method. Okay, there it is. So you'll notice that the substring, when the difference between the first and the second parameters is only 1, these are actually equal to each other. So both of these will return E. So those are the main things that you need to know about strings for the AP CompSci A exam, but feel free to explore whatever else there is with strings.